Okay, the chairperson in the second section is me. My name is Anselina Madala Broja. You can call me Kevin. And the timekeeper will be my friend Arga Nilanopong. And the second timekeeper is Ben Leho. Okay, before we start the debating, I want to invite all the debaters. Debaters from SMA 2, please. And then the debaters from Seminari Pius Xii Kisol. Okay, before we run the debating, I give the chance for all of the debaters to introduce themselves. We start from SMA Seminari Pius Xii.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Michael Angelo Sape, and all of the audience here can call me Michael. I am the first speaker, and my pronoun is he or they.
Okay, everybody. My name is George Blasiana Punemarapura. You guys can call me George.
Thank you for the chance that given to me. My name is Alexander Jason Mamari. You guys can call me Jason, and I am as the third speaker. My pronoun is he or they. Thank you.
Okay, let's give applause for the debaters from Seminari Pius Xii. Then the second chance I give to debaters from SMA 2 to introduce yourself. Time is yours.
Thanks for the chance that has been given to me. My name is Maria Dela Strada Purnama. You can call me Dela, and I'm the first speaker of our team. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the chance that has been given to me. My name is Angela Negana Veronica. You can call me Neke, and I am the second speaker of our team.
Thank you for the chance given to me. My name is Roran Abdullah. You can call me Roran, and I am the third speaker from SMA Negeri Borong.
Well, everyone, let's give big hand for all our great debaters today. Okay, here there are three motions that have prepared by the committee and also the position of group. So I would like to ask the representative from each group to come here and take this to track for the representative this year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our motion today is this House believes that advancing learning hours to 5:30 a.m. can improve the quality of education in NTT. And the position of group from SMA 2 as affirmative team and group from Seminari Pius Xii as negative team. Okay, let's start to the debating. Before we start the debating, I want to once again inform you the rules in our debating today. First, for debates in the championship is 3 speakers, assigned with only 2 teams in each debate. One as proposition or affirmative team, and the others as opposition or negative team. Second, the time for case building is 50 minutes. Third, the debaters are not allowed to bring phone or any other media that can access the internet. fourth speaking time for speeches is 7 minutes. And the third speaker is including with replace speech. Fifth, in general, team members both in the debate or in the audience may give time signals to speaker provided that the signals are polite and do not disturb the flow of the debate. Sixth, before a debate begins, each team must inform the chairperson of the name of their three speakers and the order they will be speaking in. 7. The only persons who may speak in a debate are the three speakers for each team announced by the chairperson at the start of that debate. 8. During a debate, speakers may not communicate with their coach and any person in the audience. And the last, the POI time is started in the 2nd minute until the 5th minute. The bell will rung by the timekeeper once if the POI time is started, like this. And the bell will be rang twice if the POI time is over. Okay, but you still have time to say your arguments because you have 7 times to put your arguments. Okay. The duration for POI time is only 15 seconds. Okay, in this debating today, the time for case building is 15 minutes. So, all the debater may do their case building in a prepared time. So, the time for case building started from now. Before we start the debating, I want to remind all the debaters, if you want to say something, you must speak loudly and clearly, and so the others can get your point. Okay? Next, I call on the first speaker of affirmative team to come forward. Time is yours. Here.
Thanks for the chance that has been given to me. I'm the first speaker of affirmative team. So I stand here to support and totally agree with this motion that advancing learning hours to 5:30 a.m. can improve the quality of education in the day. Ladies and gentlemen, before presenting my idea, let me define some key terms of the motion. What is the quality of learning? The quality of learning is the time that we use willingly. It's the time that we use consciously to do something to improve our ability on ourselves. And let me tell you about some notification that we limited this police just for school that have a good support facilities, like in electricity, or have a good transportation, public transportation. The example is like in Kupang. And not all of the school in NTT has been implemented in. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you that I am strongly agree with this motion as the affirmative team. Why I agree with this motion? I have a strongest reason that can support this motion. The first is it can maximize the productivity of learning. We know that we can get a productivity if we use a proper time for meaningful thing. Imagine that if in the morning, if we just sleep, if we sleep, it means that we don't do anything, and it will become unproductive. And if we wake up in the morning and something like we learn in the morning before we go to school, it can make us It can make us more productive. We should mix nothing to something, and sometimes we need a training ourselves to become disciplined. So, if we start our activity in 5 a.m. in the morning, it can make ourselves to more productive. And the second is it can develop better skill and time management. In this point, I will tell you that how someone manage their time. And as I explained in the first point, we should make ourselves to more productivity. Like if we wake up in the morning to learn something, we should wake up earlier to prepare ourselves to make we should prepare ourselves to do our activity in a day. And explain is like if in the future you become a doctor or nurse or a pilot, we know that we should wake up in any time in any time we can go to work. Yes.
Thank you for the chance. Excuse me, you said before that this policy just applied at the Kupang. But I think we're talking about advancing learning hours to 5:30 a.m. can improve the quality of education in NTT, not just at the Kupang. So, I need your explanation about this. Thank you.
Okay, I'm the government team, and I have said before that this policy not implemented in I'm sorry, I mean that this policy is not implemented in all of NTT. And I have given you a notification that this policy is just for school that have a good facilities. So government implemented it they see how complete the facilities that we have. Okay, thank you. I will continue to my speech for the third reason. It can improve learning outcomes. We know that if we wake up in the morning that have a fresh air, so we can get a freshness brain, and we can get a fresh energy to do our activity in a day. And I will tell you that I strongly agree with this motion that advancing learning hours of 5:30 a.m. can improve our learning, our quality of learning. And I believe that all of the audience support our team that we should support this motion. Proud to propose. Thank you.
Well, thank you for the first speaker of affirmative team. Then I call upon the first speaker of negative team to come forward. Time is yours. Here.
Thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me, the honorable chairperson and the timekeepers, and all of the audience in this place. Okay, firstly, I am as the first speaker of negative team, want to respond the explanation of the first speaker of affirmative team. You said before that advancing learning hours to 5:30 a.m. Make the students can be disciplined. So what about if they start their school at 7 a.m.? So it means that if they start at 7 a.m. they cannot be disciplined. I can conclude it because you have explained that before. Okay, and I want to give some definition about the motions. We must know that advancing learning hours to 5:30 a.m. is a regulation or a program that made by the governor of East Nusa Tenggara, Sir Victor Laskoda. He made it because he want to pay attention to the quality of education in NTT. From the last data from Bapenas, the quality of education in NTT is very low. NTT get 28 position from 35 province of the quality of education point of view. So to overcome this problem, the governor made the program. But we disagree with this program. Why? The first, the students and the teachers have a difficult thing with this program. When they want to adapt with this program, they must prepare themselves early. If they want to start the school at 5:30 a.m., so they must wake up early at, for example, at 3 a.m. So it means that they must sleep early too. For example, they must sleep at 8 p.m. So it is difficult for the students and also with the teachers to adapt with this program. And the second, they will not focus to learn. When the school start at 5:30 a.m., so the students and the teachers still feel sleepy. So it makes they cannot focus to the learning, and this is made the quality of education, the improvement cannot be got. And after that, the third, if we compare with the school at Java, especially Yogyakarta, they started school at 7 a.m. And why we cannot follow their school that make their learning hours at 7 a.m. and we cannot do this program advancing learning hours to 5:30 a.m. So why we must agree with this motion? In fact, advancing learning hours to 5:30 a.m. cannot improve the quality of education in NTT, like I said before in my explanation. So we strongly disagree with this motion. And after that, I want to respond to about the explanation of the first speaker. You said before about time management. If we talk about time management, when the school start at 7 a.m., and the students or the teachers still can have a good time management. It is just make a different thing. We cannot make a different thing with the school start at 5:30 a.m. And maybe in your explanation from the second speaker, you can explain about it. That's all. Thank you.
And thank you for the first speaker of negative team. Then I call upon the second speaker of affirmative team to come forward. Time is yours. Here.
Respectful juries, respectful moderator, respectful thank you for my fellow debaters, and for the respectful audience. First of all, I would like to say thank you for the chance that has been given to me. Now, I want to strengthen my first speaker argumentation. Before I'm going to presenting my argumentation, I want to rebuttal some points from the first speaker of negative team. First, he said that students can prepare earlier in the morning. So because of that, our government team said that it can make a trainer to manage their time. The students can, because of that, our government team said that we must manage their time so they can prepare earlier. And because of that, it also can make a training to our students to in the future, because in the future they also can have a lot of their jobs and they have to manage their time. So because of that, because they can prepare early in the morning, our government team make a solution that it also can train their management skill. Okay, and the second reason is say that the student and the teacher feel sleepy in the class because they are wake up too early. And I think it's not true, because we can manage their time. We just say in the talk to the students, you must to sleeping earlier, so they can wake up in the morning earlier and they don't feel sleepy. Okay. Now I'm going to my presentation. No thanks. First, I totally support this motion. First, my first speaker has explained that it can help them maximize their productivity. That is true. Because if they wake up in the morning, they get a fresh air with no air pollution, and the morning have a lot of activities, so they can to learn, to reading books, or to learn the material in school, so they make them to increase their productivity. And also, some people may sleep in 6 o'clock. Yes, please.
Okay, you said that the students can get a clean air when they start their school at 5:30 a.m. But if we compare with the school in Java, especially in Yogyakarta, what about in the big city? They have a big problem about air pollution. So, but they still start their school at 7 a.m. So maybe you can explain about it.
About this get clean the air pollution, it also can make a refresh to our brain. So because of that, the government makes this policy to also can increase the quality of education, like I said before. Okay, and the second reason, my first speaker have said that it also can develop management time skill. Okay, time is importantly to manage. Because in our future now, we have a lot of our activities, have a lot of our jobs, so they can manage their time, like how to when we are sleepy. When we are asleep and when we are learning. So because of that, our government makes this policy to make students to training to manage their time. Okay, and the third reason. No, next. Okay, the third reason is improve learning outcomes. Okay, because it is talking about how long they learn. If they start their learning in 5:30 a.m., they have a long time to learning. They have a long time to learning the material in school. They have to learning to explore what they tell us in school. So because of those reasons, our as a government team totally support this motion. Proud to propose. Thank you.
Okay, let's give applause to the second speaker. Okay, next I call upon the second speaker of the executive team to come forward. Time is yours. Here.
Okay, everybody, thank you for the chance to me. And I want to say hello before to all of you. Good afternoon, all of you. My honorable Father Ferry, Frater Pau, my teachers from Seminari Pius Xii Senior High School, my teachers from SMA 6 Kota Kumba Senior High School, and my teachers from SMA 2 Borong Senior High School. the Honorable Chairperson and Timekeeper, and my beloved friends from affirmative team. Before I jump into my point, I want to give some rebuttal to respond your opinion. You say that if they have much time, I think if we try to learn to long time, I think it can make our brain less, and we can learning well. And advancing learning hours to 5:30 a.m. doesn't guarantee that it can improve the quality of entity. Because the first reason is students feel sleepy. The student and the teachers still feel sleepy because they wake up too earlier in the morning. And this is confusing. Why I say that? How can the student learning well when they are still sleepy in the morning? And it's considered ineffective and doesn't guarantee that students are not sleepy in the class. The second reason, all of them feel difficult to adapt the program. As my friend, the first speaker said before, they need time to adapt about this new policy that start the learning hours to 5:30 a.m. And at the morning, they need to prepare the other things. And I think for the educators, especially for the women educators who have married and they have family, they need their children need their mothers to prepare themselves. And you know that the children, the educators, the women educators need to prepare their children, and they have to take care of their children. So, if the women educators start the program and wake up too earlier and go to school, who will be take care of their children? The third reason, it is hard access to school. For the students and the teacher that live in a place which closely with the school, maybe it's that is not a big problem. But how about the other students and the other educators who stay far from the school? And you know, at the morning, most of the people doesn't start their activities, and they need to walk way by foot to go to school. And I think this thing doesn't guarantee that they will go to school at the time. And I think they need more time to go to school, and it can be a new problem that the students or maybe the teachers become late to start the learning process. And I want to ask one question: that are the school have give the good facilities to support this new policy that advancing learning hours to 5:30 a.m. I think this policy is made by our head governor, Mr. Victor Bungstitulai Skoda, and this policy is aimed to improve the education in NTT. And how about the other school in village which doesn't have a modern facilities, and it can support this policy? And I think this policy is aimed to improve all of the school in NTT, and that can improve our quality education in NTT. That's all.
We still have time.
Okay, one more point. Reporting from the Center for Disease Control, reporting from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC page, according to studies published by the American Academy of Pediatrics, states that the ideal time to start school is 7:30. Half past 8. Thus, the students or all the educators will get a more ideal amount of sleep. And the second, another study published by Clinical Sleep Medicine found that the ideal time sleep duration for teenagers aged 13 to 18 years old is 8 to 10 hours per day. The total duration is considered good for health. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, let's give applause to. Next, I call upon the third speaker of affirmative team. Time is yours. Here.
For honorable moderators, honorable timekeeper, and audience, good morning. Before I want to give conclusion about our argument, I want to repeat our argument from negative team. The first negative team always talking about this program make difficult for teachers and students. I think you never talking and you never think about the future, about the dream for our country. How when our country not have quality in education? So I think you never think about it. And the second, you say negative thing about about how if students feel sleepy. So that is why our team say that it can improve our team time management. If they good in their time management, they don't sleepy. And the third, first speaker say we limit this topic. This police just for school that have good support facilities. And I want to conclusion about our argument for honorable moderator, timekeeper. First speaker say about this program can help them maximize their productivity because in this time it's good for students can learning. Can you imagine when students always sleepy in the morning, so that they doesn't do no thanks. They doesn't do activity, so that is not useful for them. And second is this program can develop better skills and time management. This is talking about, and this point we talking about how someone manage their time, because the program can teach student and teacher for manage their time. For example, they school in 5:30 o'clock. Okay, they can wake up early. So I think it is good program for quality of our education. And the third point is improve learning. Yes.
So I still confused with your opinion before, like you said before, if it will increase our time management. But just I know it's easy. We say just about increase our time management, but we don't see about the other things. How about we like move our another activities, our daily life activities, about daily life hours allocation to do our activities. Okay.
Okay, I will answer later. And the third is this program can improve learning outcome, because when we learning in 5 p.m. It is a good time, because students can understand because it is good temperature in the morning. It is good temperature for students can learning in the morning. And so because of that, we from affirmative team really agree with this motion. And I will answer your question. The activity still goes because they can manage their time. So proud to propose. Thank you. No thanks.
You still have time? You want to accept your POI or not? Okay, thank you for the third speaker of mathematics. Let's give applause for him. And then I call upon the third speaker of negative team to come forward and make a conclusion for our debate today. Time is yours. Here.
Thank you. So thank you for the chance given to me, my honorable chairperson and timekeeper, and also the audience, all of us in here, especially my dear friends from affirmative team that I love in Christ. So, firstly, I want to review some of your opinion. So first, number one, you said before, the affirmative team said if sleeping is not productive, so why you guys must sleeping? If you said sleeping is not productive. Here, I want to say to you, sleeping is important for us, especially for our healthy, for our body healthy. And second, from your explanation too, I can conclude that government just implied this program or policy, like you said before, in the school in Kupang that have good facility. So I can conclude that government discriminate. The government discriminate schools in NTT. And then I want to talk about sleeping time. You guys just take a look at sleeping time, not to the other activities. So for example, if we are wake up in the morning earlier, just like in 5 a.m., so we must sleep earlier, just like in 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. So we don't think about the other activities. How about our lunch, our breakfast, and our dinner? So if we want to sleep earlier, we must have the dinner earlier too. And how about the parents that still work until the night? And then if we waste or we use a lot of time in school, like you said before, so we have many time to learning in school. How about our time, our quality time with our parents or our family in home? So we do not have any time to interact with them, sharing our experience, talking with them, or the others with them too. And then I will reply my team's opinion before my team points about. We totally disagree with this motion. Firstly, like the first speaker said before, this program is government policy to improve the quality of education in NTT. Because from the data, our province NTT is in the position 38 of 35 provinces in Indonesia. So it is a very low position. And then the government made this policy, this program, so to improve our quality of education. But we don't agree with this program because there are several reasons why we are not agree with this policy. So firstly, the students and teachers feel sleepy when they are learning, when in school time. So if they feel sleepy, they cannot understand well the material. The student especially can understand well the material that the teachers teach. And then for the teachers, they cannot teach their student as well with good. Okay. And then the second, they are difficult to adapt to the program. I just want to say, adaptation is not easy because in this case, we must change all of our time in our daily life. Just like we must sleep earlier, wake up earlier, and anything else. The third, this is about the access to school, about the student that live, or maybe like their home is away far from home, from their school. So because of this case, they must like sleep more, like wake up more earlier than the others. So for example, maybe like me, my home is like near to school, so I can wake up at 5. But for them, like that their house is away far from school, they must wake up earlier, just like in maybe 4:30 a.m. Besides that, we must know that we must like see about the facility, about the access to school. How if the road is not good? How about the transportation, or how we can get to school on time? So in here, the student have a big chance to become late to come to school. And this is not like you said before. There are no time management because they are come late to school, not at time. And then we will give some solution for this motion. So there are some solutions that we can do. So first, as we see through the world, especially through the other country, like maybe I want to take example like Japan and Finland. So as we know together too, they have like a high quality of education. And I just want to tell you guys about they have a unique learning hours policy. They start their learning in 9 a.m. and 8:13 a.m. So our solution for my team. So why we just like follow the policy from the other country? Like we are schooling like them in 9 a.m. or maybe 8:30 a.m. And then the second one is about the learning motivation. So I just want to tell the most important thing about how we can learn is about the motivation to learning. If we doesn't have any motivation to learning, surely I can sure we are not can understand well the material that we want to learn. So we must.
Please give big hand for our all. They have done that. Okay? Thank you for your participation in this debate today. And now you can leave this place and take a rest.